Last year, I released the 2025 writing planner and you guys loved it, which means now it's time to release the 2026 writing planner and talk about how you can use it to keep yourself accountable next year. This planner has things like a publishing goals overview, a writing goals worksheet, milestone tracking, and an ideal writing week plan. By the end of this video, I'll be doing a full flip through of the planner so you can see every single page. So if you want to see that, make sure to stay tuned. Otherwise, I'm just going to be giving you guys a quick overview of the planners. Because yes, there is more than one. Hello everyone, my name is Mandy. I'm an author, the creator of the Book Launch Planner series, and I also have courses on book cover design and book formatting. I make weekly videos on the business of being an author, so if that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you never miss a new upload. You can also join as a YouTube member to get early access to videos as well as behind the scenes content. Let's talk first about where this planner all started, and that is with the My Writing Planner. This is part of the Book Launch Planner series. There's 3 books in the Book Launch Planner series. The My Writing Planner is for the writing tracking side of things. This is basically gonna be like the 2025 and 2026 planner, except this is a blank template of a planner. Meaning you can buy this planner and use it any time of year because you can fill in the months and dates yourself. There's monthly layouts as well as weekly layouts. And as much as I love this planner is extremely boring compared to the 2026 planner, and you'll find out why. And there's 3 versions of the 2026 planner, and let's talk about why. So first thing you need to know is that all 3 planners take place from January to December of 2026. So the entire calendar year is here. It's all pre-filled out, all there. You don't have to fill anything in like the previous planner. It has all the same templates and checklists that are in My Writing Planner, so you're not missing out on anything, but it also has additional content in these planners that is not in My Writing Planner. For example, the 2026 planners have a quarterly dashboard, a monthly dashboard, as well as a monthly habit tracker. These are just fun, bonus, additional things, because the way I see these planners as is that they are pre-filled out bullet journals. So if you are someone who likes bullet journals but hate the process of like making one from scratch when you buy just a blank bullet journal, then you are going to love these planners, especially as a writer, because it has that additional writing concept and writing trackers. So let's talk about the 3 different editions. First things first is we have the 2026 writing planner. This is the black and white edition. So it has all the templates and checklists, but it's all printed in black and white. There's nothing too fancy about it, but it's kind of a blank slate where it's pre-filled out enough that you don't have to put in all the calendar pages yourself, but it's blank in terms of if you're someone who does like to bullet journal and does like to decorate it yourself, you can still do that with this planner. So if you like to purchase stickers, use your markers, washi tape, you can use that with the black and white version of the planner. Then we have the 2026 Writing Planner Color Edition. It's like the other planner, but in full color. And when I say full color, I mean each month is a different theme with different colors and decorated very cute with doodles. So this is a completely filled out bullet journal, as I like to call it, where it's got cute doodles in the margins and it just makes using your planner a little more fun. Then we have the 2026 planner. As you may have noticed, I did not say it was a writing planner. That is because all the writing templates and worksheets that are at the beginning of the other planners are not in this one. When you open this one, you of course have the table of contents, but then you have the year at a glance, and then it starts with Q1 goals, and then goes straight into January. But it's in color, and it has the fun doodles. So this is like a standard bullet journal without all the fun writing methods. This is actually the version of the planner that I personally use, mostly because my writing goals tend to be all over the place. So I like just using a regular planner because I'm not always writing every single day and I don't really like the pressure of having to write every day. So this is the one that I tend to use the most. As well as having 3 different versions of the planner, you can buy them in 2 different formats. You can see here, these are the paperback formats. These are the version that you can buy off of Amazon, or you can download it as a PDF from my website, stoneridgebooks.com. So whether you like it in a paperback or you're someone who likes to print out your planner pages, you can do that when you buy the downloadable version from my website. Now let's talk about how you can customize your planners because of course we make it as fun as possible over here. If you get the black and white version of the planner because you want to customize it yourself, that's where things like decorative stickers come into hand. I sell some decorative stickers on my website stoneridgebooks.com, so you can shop all those stickers over there. This one in particular is the honeybee sticker sheet. But for either of the planners, you can also get some of the writing stickers that I have. Like I have the word count stickers where you write your word count for the day on the sticker and you can put it in your planner. We have the outline stickers where this is just a fun way to outline your book. And then this isn't technically writing, but there's still some of my favorite stickers, and that is the book review stickers. And this is if you're someone who likes to journal and review books to yourself in your journal. But for all 3 planners, I also have month planner tabs. These are just stickers that you can get and you put them on each start of new month in your planner, and you fold the sticker in half and it creates a tab in your planner so you can easily find the start of a new month. This is what I do personally for all of my planners, and I feel like it just makes it look way fancier and it makes it more functional as well. Again, all these stickers are available on my website, stoneridgebooks.com. Now, that's enough of me talking. Let's go through the flip-through version of this planner so we can see every single page of the planner. Okay, so first of all, I have all 3 versions of the 2026 planner in front of me. We have the black and white writing planner, the color writing planner, and then the regular planner. I'm going to start with the black and white version because the beginning template pages of both these planners are exactly the same, despite this one being black and white and this one being color. Both start as black and white at the beginning for the template pages. So when you open all 3 planners, you will come to this page that says 2026 writing planner or 2026 planner, and it says this planner belongs to, and you write your name. We have the copyright page, the table of contents, and then a little bit more about the planner and the other planners in the series. So you can check all those resources out if you'd like. We turn the page and we have the ideal writing week. This explains what the ideal writing week is and how you can fill out the template and what it should kind of sort of look like as an example. And then we have the actual blank templates that you fill out to create your ideal writing week. And there are 4 of these. Then we have the publishing goals overview. This just explains what the publishing goals are, and then you make your goals here. We have your writing goals, and your writing goals are broken down into writing goals for draft 1, for editing draft 2, editing draft 3, editing draft 4, editing draft 5, and so on. And there's also a notes section here so you can have notes if you'd like. Then we have milestone tracking. So this is how you track your progress. And this is things like outlining your book, writing the first chapter, writing the first 5,000 words, 10,000 words, and so on. Then we also have this blank page that you can just use for taking notes. Then we have a progress chart. So this is just a chart that you fill out. You basically write your goals here, and as you accomplish them, you color in the boxes, and eventually as you accomplish more goals, these boxes become filled in. So we have the writing goals section over here and the publishing goals over here. And a different type of chart that you can use to track your progress or plan things is a Gantt chart. This is my personal favorite. So you write your tasks over in this column, and then when you want to accomplish them is over in these columns. So each month has 4 squares, and there's 4 weeks in each month, give or take. And you can either write down the date that you want to accomplish it. So for example, July 4th, you would write a 4 in that first little square for July there. And then what I do, so I write down the date for when I want it done by, but when I actually finish it, I color in the box. So as things become colored in, it means that I'm accomplishing more things. And it's just very satisfying, and it's a very good way to see all your tasks at an overview. Then we have year at a glance. This is the part where all three versions of the planner have the year at a glance, which is just boxes for each month that you can write down goals or your plans. And now starts quarter one goals. So this is the part where the black and white version starts to look different from the color version. Obviously here, the black and white version is in black and white. We have a blank, just a blank January page for the start of the month. We have the January dashboard, the January habit tracker. We have the January calendar, and then this is what the weekly spreads look like. And from here on out, this planner more or less looks the same. It just changes from month to month. So at this point, let's change over to the writing planner, but in color. So here we have the 2026 writing planner, and we can just skip through the beginning pages because we know they are more or less the same. All right, so this is where, like I said earlier, things look a little different. It's probably not super obvious, but you can see here that this is in color. This is in blue and gray. And then we turn the page and we have January starting us off. And the theme for January is, of course, music. And we have our monthly overview, which is in full color, our habit tracker, which has these cute little doodles. We have our monthly calendar, and then we have our weekly spread. Now, I want to point out some subtle differences between the writing planner and the regular planner. And one of the biggest differences is just where you see goals. So for here, you can see for the January dashboard, it says writing and publishing goals, but for the January dashboard in the regular planner, it just says goals, not writing or publishing, just goals in general. And then for the monthly calendar, we have a section over here where you can track your writing progress for each week in the month, whereas for the 2026 writing planner, it just has a spot for notes. So this is a more general planner. And now if we go over to the weekly spread, you can see every single day of the week, there's a spot to track your writing progress. Ideally, if you're writing every day, you can like put your word count goal or how much you ended up writing each day. And then for the regular planner, it's just blank. There's no spot for tracking writing. You can, of course, add that in if you'd like. But this is a more general planner. So that is the difference between these two, is that this one doesn't have any writing goal tracking, whereas this one does. So we're just going to continue on, and I'm going to flip through the pages so you can just see what everything looks like. And now we have the month of February, which is this cute lantern theme, which is romantic for Valentine's Day. We have our dashboard, our habit tracker, our monthly spread, and our weekly spread. So again, I'm just gonna flip through and let you guys see all the different pages.